Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? The millennial pause. Let's just open it that way. Let's call it the millennial pause.
Hi, how are
Let's
you?
change the name of this podcast to the millennial pause.
I don't think we're going to do that.
And let's be millennials who talk about pop culture.
Pause or PAWS?
And talk about our cats? Oh, there's like a whole business model here. I'm Jen.
I'm Neal. This is Winnie, who's just to my right.
You can't see her because this isn't a video.
But she's here in spirit. She's scared because it's snowing heavily outside.
Here. It is really windy out.
And windy, yeah. She doesn't like the wind when you can hear it.
We live in an old house, but it's small, so at least it's not like blowing in the wind, literally. I saw, oh my gosh, so we're in Canada. This is important. I'm Canadian.
I'm not.
We're in a relationship.
I'm not a teacher.
I am a teacher, but I also have other jobs that I like better, and this is one of them.
Word.
No, that's not one of my jobs. No, it kind of is, actually, but I can't explain what that means. We're watching Survivor, the finale. We talk about reality television. We talk about pop culture. We still haven't watched The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives reunion because I refuse to believe that Stassi could be a bad host.
Right.
I believe
she has all the makings of a good host.
Because she's nosy. Because she wants to be in their business. That is the number one quality of a host. I think I'd be such a good host because I just want to, get to know you.
Yeah.
I want to see into your soul. Would that make me a creepy journalist? Would I freak out? If I had to interview Mark Wahlberg, would he be freaked out by me if I was in this state?
Think of how many people have interviewed Mark Wahlberg in his life.
You think it means nothing to him? That devastates me. It's just another job?
I would depend on the setting and the time, place, everything.
I feel like I would get to know people, and to steal a phrase that they used over and over again in the challenge reunion, I hope they get their flowers. That's hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really inspired by the Taylor Swift documentary. I'm making my mom watch it, and I need you to understand what I mean when I say that. I mean, the night that the Taylor Swift documentary comes out, the 2 episodes are released, Neal and I watch it together. It makes me very happy. It's a perfect night. I have my favorite French fries. I have, cold water with ice. Is there anything better than ice water? Sipped through a straw. I know I'm going to get those smoker lines on my lips from sucking at straws all the time. It is just so delicious. I love water so much. I'm so thankful for water. We're watching the Survivor finale. See, I got there.
You cut yourself off. I didn't even need to step in. So
I want you to be proud of me for that.
I'm proud. Survivor finale, season 49, The Forgotten Years here.
This is my plea. At this point, CBS should hire me, honestly. We are not affiliated with literally anybody, just to make that very clear. I just have my interests in what I want to watch, so I want it to be on the air. For example, I would like to continue to watch 2 seasons of Survivor for the rest of my life. You know? Yeah. So, let's just not do anything to mess that up. Are we going to get into that? Are we going to get into the season 50 of it all?
Not until we watch the trailer.
Oh, you're going to make me wait? I made Neal pause, which means you need to mute it because this is probably going to turn off. Which, can we get with the times and it not do that? Is it because it doesn't want to burn the picture into my screen? I'll just buy a new television. I'm just kidding. I don't have that kind of money. Actually, televisions are flat screen TVs. The one thing that
doesn't...
Yeah.
I saw, again, it's a house brand, but a 32-inch, maybe it might have been 42-inch.
Probably 42.
Or
40 even. They do that sometimes.
Whatever the inch is in the 40s. 4K smart TV, but Magnavox brand for $299.
$298. That's what I was gonna say. Walmart prices doing the 8. Really clever.
Yeah. So like TV again, 10K is next, but like you don't need 10K.
Wait, there's 10K? Are we too close to the television for 10K? I feel like it would burn our
I don't
retinas.
like 10. Like 4K, I don't really
Does
like.
it look like everyone is moving like an NPC? Like everything is very fake, even when it's like humans?
Too good. It's, yeah.
So like Days of Our Lives, everything looks like it's reality TV film from like the mid-2000s, but in like high definition.
Here's the thing. Humans can only...
I'm moving like a Barbie right now for reference.
Humans can only see 30 frames per second. So
I feel like that's something you read that's not true.
It might not be true, but like... I still want...
I'm your fact checker.
I still want
It's brutal.
60,
So
but I
sorry.
don't need 240, you know?
I don't know, actually, but I'm sure there are people out there who understand those numbers, yeah. You look so good right now.
Stop.
Okay.
Survivor 49. So we have the final 5 of
Stop.
the
It's
Riz
crazy.
God, Sage, Christina, Soph, Blue Sophie, and Savannah Banana.
They say, stop calling her that. They say that I think Sophie got her fee back in the intro. Or not in the intro, in
Well,
the
he
bottom.
didn't. Oh,
Like
please.
she asked, he still says it, but she asked them back at camp, so Jeff wouldn't know that, to call her Sophie again. He probably wouldn't do that anyway to just differentiate since Sophie, Yellow Soph,
is on the jury still.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure they both go
Remember
by both in
how
real
she
life.
thought she was like the god of the game and then immediately got voted out? Like, that's why. So, final 5. Savannah Banana wins.
Stop!
Wins the immunity challenge after Blue Soph got an advantage. So Savannah has now tied.
Which is crazy. They had to run all around the jungle and get puzzle pieces and put the puzzle together. It was a map. Go to the place on the map, which is Tree Mail, and then still look around for it. They all thought they had to dig. So once they were focused on focused on the ground, So finally was like, well, that's where everyone is focused. Why don't I look up? And she saw it in a tree and tried to knock it down with a coconut, but then saw a giant bamboo next to it, which they definitely left there on purpose. Oh my God. I'm so glad you thought that too. We didn't say that in the moment.
Oh my gosh, how convenient.
Oh, this perfectly lengthed bamboo.
If I was a burglar and I was taking one thing to inconvenience them,
you would take their bamboo.
I would take that bamboo shoot. So she'd have to either climb or use coconuts.
Guys, go listen to our last episode where we read a Reddit post about what you would, if you were a burglar, what would you take from someone's house to mildly inconvenience them? And I got so riled up by some of the answers. People on the internet are downright cruel.
Mildly inconveniencing cruel.
No, people have... That was my phone falling.
Different definitions of mildly inconvenience, yes.
But the spectrum of perspectives is very wide.
Yes.
Like, there are several standard deviations on either direction. We're talking like 2.5 to negative 2.5.
Bringing out some
stats. Listen, you're a sports bro. We like sports and we don't care who knows.
So this episode, now that Savannah's won, they have to, and Rizzo's going to use his idol on himself.
Spoiler alert, did we even talk about Savannah winning immunity?
Yes, I already mentioned that like 5 minutes ago. So yeah, Blue Soph got the advantage, but she was so far back by the time she used it that Savannah was halfway done with the puzzle by the time she started.
I feel like we gotta talk about season 50 a little bit. Are you gonna get mad at me? Oh man.
Well, no, say your piece about season 50.
There's a lot of press, I'll call it right now, and if that's the case, then I guess they're doing it and it's working. Right. That Mr. Beast has been seen filming with Jeff Probst. Do you have another example for me?
Not I've only seen Mr. Beast stuff, but I have seen, like, there's a sponsored auction with a celebrity. It might be Mr. Beast. I don't know.
If you bring a celebrity onto the season of Survivor, I don't care that it is season 50, you've lost touch.
I didn't realize...
this is what I'm mad about.
Survivor's parent company was bought by Amazon.
Amazon literally owns the world.
But,
like, isn't that okay?
Do
they treat people fairly? No, right?
Not at all.
Okay, we shouldn't talk about that. I think everyone deserves to be treated fairly.
Well, they don't, so...
No, that's terrible.
Yeah, and the government's not going to do anything about it, so here we are.
What a bummer.
Let's, are we doing 49 or 50? Where are we going?
Did you just give me an existential crisis? Kind of both. They're saying, like, hey, Jeff... Probes, they're blaming Jeff, which I'm sure he does have enough productive power that a lot of the ideas are his. Like, he's in the room where it happens.
Yes, but I also think...
when he wants to be.
With how much he cares about the purity of Survivor, I think he's secretly fuming and hating every second of these.
Or do you think his finger's off the pulse a little bit of what the audience wants? Or is it both? Is he really hoping this is a Hail Mary... and, like, he's having fun, so he's like, hey, I think the viewers will still have fun.
I think it's 100% being forced on him.
But aren't we talking about it enough that it's serving its purpose, like I said?
I still don't think it would be, in his eyes, good.
Oh, you bring in a celebrity, you completely take me out of the experience. Which goes against everything Survivor is supposed to be.
Right. I think...
this was what I wanted to tell you guys, and then we'll get back to the season finale of season 49. It is a good season. This is my main point. And I'm off track again, but I'm on a more important track. If you have not watched season 49, and you have heard by now that 2 of the contestants from 49 are going to be on 50, and you had an issue with that, I think it's worth your time to watch season 49. To me, as a Survivor fan, it's a good enough season that it's worth the watch.
I'll just put it plainly. The 2 best players this season, by far,
outplayed everybody.
Are chosen for season 50.
Right. So you could argue that the cast was
terrible.
A weak cast, that there were more people bad at the game than good at the game, but at least... oh, here are my stats again. At least more than 50% of them were trying. You want to see people who want to play the game.
Yes, and this leads into my conversation about season 49.
Perfect.
So Savannah wins the challenge and is immune. Rizzo's most likely going to play his idol. Even if he doesn't, he's not going home because they're all deciding who to vote for and it's not him.
Which, by the way, they do this, like, stand-up puzzles. Which, to me, this was the point I was going to make. I'm so sorry, I just cut you off again. But it's about season 50. If you want to make a separate show, I'm here to tell you that as a viewer, I would watch a show called, like, The Survivor Games, where you had, like, a game night with celebrities or, like, demi-celebrities. I just said it like demigods. When I say demi-celebrities, I mean, like, influencers. And they try Survivor challenges.
That would be fun to watch.
Like, put them on teams. Maybe it's Family Feud. Maybe they're on teams based on the shows they're on right now. Which makes total sense. Basically, the show that NBC had that Jane Lynch hosted. And it was basically just like family game night. And they played frickin' like trivia and charades. And you just watched people play these games. And it's just good family fun.
That'd be fun. I'd watch that.
I would watch people build puzzles. Like, you're not bringing them to Fiji, I mean.
Yes.
You're just bringing them to a set.
Right. And I think you could...
you could format it several different ways,
hire the Survivor people to build out the set like you would at Final Tribal.
Like, actually bring the puzzles. Yeah, definitely. There are a lot of balance ones you could do, so it could almost be like...
American Gladiator, Survivor
kind
edition.
of. You could go in a lot of different directions. That's not really what I'm picturing for it. But I like that too. I like the way your brain's working. Season 49.
Okay, so...
But anyway, if you want to do that, that's what Mr. Beast should be on.
Yes.
It should be a different entity.
Yes.
The end.
He has his own game to worry about.
Right, but they could make another one. I'm saying keep churning them out. I will keep watching them, but do not mess with the integrity of Survivor.
Yes.
Thank you.
Integrity must be upheld.
Thank you.
Now...
Season 49.
Yes, Savannah and Rizzo are going to make Final Four. So they're debating, and this is what has flummoxed me from the conversations. Savannah's, she's like, I'm not voting Sage. Okay, whatever.
And feels this strongly.
But
just took Sage on the steak dinner. And really, I think genuinely did make a connection. Do I think it's a little bit Sage falling for the mean girl when the mean girl's finally nice to her? That's what it kind of comes across as to me. But I hope it's genuine. No reason for it not to be.
I cannot believe how many of them have said, outside of her fire-making ability, which in the montage was very good, I'd be worried about Christina in the final 3.
People have been able to change Sage's mind every week.
Christina...
You have strong feelings.
Yes, and it's nothing personal about her. In fact, she probably has some of the best relationships on this season. Mm-hmm. But she is a terrible player. Mm-hmm. One of the worst Survivor players I've ever witnessed in my life. And I'm not even talking about challenges. Mm-mm. Her game acumen is so low. Mm-hmm. I cannot fathom Savannah and Sage saying how much of a threat she would be in Final 3. And if you're taking...
Do you feel it's insulting?
Like, she does the social game and relationships in that much account, then Survivor is a dead show.
Which you hate.
Which I hate. If she won the money, it would be a travesty.
Whoa, strong word.
Again, nothing personal.
I wouldn't be mad if she was in Final 3, because at this point, you should take her to Final 3.
If she was in Final 3, her argument would have to be... Look, I made it to Final 3, and that would literally be it. It would not be because of relationships.
You know what's interesting? I would love for her to get to the Final 3 to hear that from her.
Yes.
I would love to hear her justification for why she deserves
I would have loved for her to be a good player and win the money. I think her story is great. She's just not a good player.
And the example Neal always brings up is... She basically goes up to Savannah and says, Savannah, who are you voting for? And Savannah says, who are you voting for? Well, and Christina malfunctioned.
First she says, I'm not sure, like, what are you thinking? Not straight, who are you voting for?
Yeah, what are you thinking?
And Christina loses her mind and, like, runs away.
Like, Savannah just tried to have a back and forth conversation with her, but she was so clearly going to vote for Savannah no matter what, that she hadn't come up with a lie.
It's crazy.
She, like, ran away.
And she voted out Steven for some reason. She's on the wrong side of probably every vote.
I think she actually is. The wrong side of every vote is enough reason to bring her to the final 3.
Yes, she is the
Not bringing her to the final 3 is a bad
She's
move.
the goat of the goat. She's the best of the bad. Like, she's so bad.
She's a safe bet.
Yes.
But...
I think
who do you sacrifice? Because if you're Sophie and Rizzo and Savannah and you have been playing so closely together... If I'm Savannah, I think I would take either of them.
Here's my thing. We
haven't finished this season, by the way. I'm speculating.
If I'm Savannah or Rizzo, and I wish there was no, like, night and then next day, I'm voting Blue Soph off of this vote. She's gone. So...
Do you think...
It wouldn't give you time to poison the jury...
But who do you think would poison the jury?
Well, so that's what I'm saying. If there wasn't a night for Soph to go back to Ponderosa and talk with the jury people...
The thing is, I think she would blame herself for using the knowledge is power incorrectly, and she probably would still speak highly of Rizzo and Savannah, because they played together up to that point.
I don't think any of the 3 that are left that could be voted for... would have any chance against Savannah or Rizzo.
Do you think Savannah realizes that?
I don't think she cares. I think
But you have to care.
I don't.
She has to think about who she's going to.
But she's
so do you think she knows she beats anybody?
Yes, I think
So she's just got to make it there.
She's also said she doesn't care if there's an easy route. She just wants to take who she wants to take. And I think
I think that makes her game even better, though. I think if she's willing to take her friends, because it's her friends, then let her vote out Christina. But that's who she wants to vote out, right?
Yeah, well...
So if Christina goes home, then Savannah's controlling the game.
She is the best player this season.
By far. Like, I would say above Rizzo.
Yes, because she's also tied the record for most female wins in a season. So, like, if she doesn't win, just like I said, it would be a travesty if Christina won. I think it would be a travesty if she didn't win, and
if she makes
it would devalue whoever win.
Do you think she would do the challenge?
No, I don't think she would.
Really?
I think if she knows about the challenge and has watched the season, I do not think she would do it. I think she's so scarred from her work relationships that she would not want to enter
emotionally.
That kind of.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah,
I feel that.
3 months.
Actually, I have great coworkers, but like I understand how that would be. Oh yeah,
I think she'd be great at the challenge. Better than D. D was a flop.
She did okay at first.
Yes, in like the first episode.
We thought she was going to be a star.
Yeah. They really marketed her as
If she and Bananas are still banging, though, she'll always have a golden ticket. Just like you think Will always have a golden ticket for banging Nani. I think he's an emotional liability, so I don't know if they invite him back. But he does make for good, like, triangle because he and Dee were together-ish. And actually, I guess it's a square because Nani and Bananas have also been together.
Yeah,
so it's like every combination.
Everyone's been with everybody.
But doesn't that make the challenge good when you focus on that stuff? Don't we care? Isn't that what the real world was?
But then it's also harder to bring new people in.
Like Boston Rob and Amber are still together.
Which
is awesome. Met on Survivor.
He's making bank.
They can never replicate.
He's making that Bravo money. Peacock money? Peacock owns Bravo.
There have been so many acquisitions and mergers, and I don't even really know what those words mean. But I think you understand it, and it makes me feel good that you understand it.
Yeah. Well, like...
You want to watch the episode so bad.
Well, no, I want to make supper and then watch the episode. Netflix is buying WB. They're not merging.
So would that be an acquisition?
Yes, they're acquiring WB as one of its don't know how many proper.
So you fire a lot of people because you want to keep your inside guys.
Right. The parachutes that all the top WB people are going to get from this deal is disgusting.
Like to jump ship?
No,
is that what that means? Parachute?
Because you're being fired, essentially. But
here's a cash out.
The leader of WB, who just got that job after Discovery bought WB.
Well, that's suspicious, but okay.
So when the sale is finalized, he's getting $764 million.
If you had turned that into a guessing game...
You wouldn't have even gotten close. I know, because that's obscene.
I wouldn't even have had the right number of digits. I don't even think I would have said 100 million.
And what has he accomplished? Really not much. Like, he's been in the job for a year or two. And, I mean,
How many?
7.
You shouldn't get more than $10 million for every year you're alive. No matter who you are.
Yeah, well, that's what their golden parachute. Here you go. You're getting off the plane. Here's your money to live off of.
I've never heard that before.
And it's not just him.
That makes me sick, actually.
The total is like almost $2 billion for all these executives. It's crazy.
Okay, but $2 billion, his is like almost half of that.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
No. Look me in my face and justify it. He's the who.
Oh, I don't...
He's the nobody. He's the Sultan.
I'm just saying
care.
that's why he's getting substantially more. But again, what has he done that's so impressive for WB in the last
So because they only have one CEO.
Well, yeah.
You don't have two CEOs. You don't have two CFOs. You don't have two...
Right, Netflix is... But then Netflix is going to keep all the heads of, like, the... James Gunn is still going to be the head of DC.
Oh, this is all too much for me.
Yeah.
Should we break this into 2 episodes?
Well...
So that you can use your phone while you cook?
Probably. Unless I can...
Well, we can talk about...
Pause and then swipe up.
Let's just say this is Survivor finale part 1. We break it into 2 parts. But, we'll give them out at the same time. Launch them within a 24 hours of each other.
Sure. We'll do that.
Okay. So I have to finalize my thoughts.
Well, yes, we can talk... I think a good 30 minutes per part is probably... So you got 4 minutes.
Okay, excellent. I can do a lot with 4 minutes. I have an education degree, which means I've done at least 20 presentations. Did you have to do a lot of presenting in journalism?
Presenting, no. But, like...
Talking?
Talking to people, yes. I had to interview probably over the course of...
Give me a number.
2 years, probably upwards of 30 people.
Yucky! That's more people than I talk to. No, that's not true. Wow, I'm around a lot of people per day. It's a little overwhelming. Yeah. I think I have too much information in my brain.
Yeah.
Guys, on that note, are there any recommendations you could make for some delicious candy for me? Neal is so innocent that he thinks I mean candy.
Oh. No, I'm a very literal person. Like, Jen usually gets a bowl and a plate for McDonald's.
I have a lot of food. I have to separate my French fries and my burger.
And today she said, I don't need my bowl.
Because I was just going to eat them out of the carton.
So I got her a plate, and she's like, I meant I didn't need anything.
Like any of my cutlery.
And I was like, well, when you say you don't need a bowl...
I think you just mean subtract the bowl.
Yes. Some literal... If you wanted nothing, you would have had to...
That's why I think most people would have interpreted what I said that way. I don't need a bowl, okay? I literally just don't get her this bowl. Here's the thing. Does that mean our languages don't work together?
That's not what that means. The high thoughts are going.
Neal trying to comfort my insecurities is how every one of these episodes should end. People will fast forward just to come find where you're like petting my head and telling me it's okay.
Survivor 49. We're about a third of the way done with the episode.
We haven't even gotten to a tribal yet, guys, so we're not even a normal episode. They're walking to
their tribe. I mean... Because we watch it now, it's a Saturday, like, I've had everything spoiled for me.
Like, down to the everything, and he's making me angry about it. Because I'm allowed to have spoilers and know things, but he's not. Everyone knows that.
You spoil every challenge season.
Right.
It's crazy.
Which is my right, because I've been doing it long before you were around.
Because it's such a long season.
Correct.
Like, I don't remember Survivor only being 13 episodes. That seems like...
But 26 days, that makes perfect sense.
How many episodes was Amazing Race? 13?
Oh my gosh, Winnie is being so cute right now. Pause. Millennial pause. Oh. I meant pause like... Pause. Like, you know, they say that millennials start a video, but then pause before they talk because, like, if back in your, like, camcorder days or your, like, video on your camera days, it would take a second to actually cut in.
Yeah.
But that's not the case anymore because technology is instant.
That's crazy. Technology is crazy.
That's why everything is just in front of our fingertips. Everything is always moving.
Yeah. The challenge. No. Survivor. Yeah.
You're like, I need to go.
It's apparently a good tribal. We'll end it with that.
Please watch the season is what I'm ending it with. That's my point of this. Watch 49 if you're skeptical of 50. Watch 50 because I want the show to stay on as long as I'm alive.
A lot of good tacticians in season 50 coming back. A lot
I like
of
the way
good
you say
mental
that.
players
Excellent.
with a few challenge beasts, but I'd say the majority are
You need a haircut.
the mental people.
I haven't noticed until now. Do you want me to try?
Okay, we're gonna go.
The next time we'll have watched the whole rest of it?
Yes.
Or at least okay.
We're
I
gonna-
can't make any
yes.
promises to you, Nini.
Okay.
Guys, thanks for listening. We'll be back with another episode just as long. In a little while.